Hey, it's your boy Kevin, back at you with another Saitama workout video. You may notice that the last one, week 1, came out close to 2 months ago. Oopsie, I'm an inconsistent person. But today, it's actually March the 5th, so technically day 2 of this week. I received a comment on that video asking where week 2 was. And here it is, a month and a half later. I am, by nature, a pretty inconsistent person, and pretty much as soon as I had an excuse to stop working on the workout plan, I took that opportunity and stopped working on it. But this time, I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and I want you in the YouTube comments, as I've now finally accessed that grand world, to hold me accountable as well. If videos are running late, ask me where they are. I will follow through if I know that there's enough peer pressure. Peer pressure works, kids. Remember that. So this is, I'm not going to call it week 2 because it would be really unfair to call it week 2. So I'm going to call this the week 1 reboot. And it will be immediately followed by week 2 and week 3 and so on and so forth. I want to thank you for your patience. Just as a quick update, my weight is, according to our bathroom scale, currently at about 198 pounds. It's hard to tell precisely because it's an analog scale and not a digital one, but I am ultimately planning on reducing my body weight, building muscle, reducing fat, and ultimately just building an overall healthier lifestyle. Obviously, there are more steps to it than just continuing the workout plan, but it's somewhere to begin, and as I've heard, the beginning is a very good place to start. Hey, it's me here with the end of week 1 reboot wrap up. I'm not going to use reboot for the remainder of the series, so just this is the reboot, and then everything else from here is just, you could consider the first week to be like an OVA or something if you want to use an anime analogy. Just don't think too deeply about it. Anyways, this first week went really well. You'll see the exercise speeding through up in the corner of the screen. Let me know what you think about that in comparison to the previous system where it was kind of surrounding me. This is a lot less annoying to edit, but ultimately it's not that big of a time difference. It's just a matter of, I would personally prefer to not have to deal with the annoyance, but if the other system looks better, then just let me know and I'll go back to it. Ultimately, the biggest thing is that I wasn't nearly as sore this week as I was in the previous week. I think the biggest difference is that my wife and I recently purchased a house, and we're sort of updating everything, and we've been doing a lot of it DIY. So through that, I've been getting a little bit more exercise than I ordinarily would. It's not like a real full intensive workout, but it's some physical activity that will, compensate for my overall lack of activity. And I think ultimately it's sort of helped me to build up enough muscle that I wasn't extremely sore this week like I was the last week when I started things. So that's good. I think I am going to go ahead and bump up next week to the 20 a day rather than just the 10 a day. Because last time I didn't want to bump up because I was so sore for the first week. I didn't want to push myself too hard. But now I'm thinking, it's definitely doable for me to, push myself up to the next level and try to get things going a little bit quicker. Especially since this is the reboot, I don't want to just be slow going forever. As far as weight is concerned, my weight hasn't changed at all from last week, and I don't expect that it will substantially for a while, but I will update you if I hit any major milestones in terms of weight loss. I also do want to start working on improving my diet overall, but that'll be a separate video, and it won't be included in the main exercise-focused series, and I will hopefully get that out to you within the next 1 or 2 weeks, just when I have the availability to go to the grocery store, start meal planning, all that kind of stuff. So I have an idea in mind for how I'm going to do it, but it's just a matter of, getting things in place so that I am able to do it. Anyways, this will wrap up the week 1 reboot, and I look forward to actually following through with this and seeing you for the weeks to come. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Oh, also one quick thing. I did not do any walking this week. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to it, but I bought a new pair of running, walking shoes, and I am going to be much more diligent about it this week. Expect stats from that to be included in next week's video. Hold me to it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.